Alright, so question D. Now, the actual word this time is outline. Outline the control of milk secretion by oxytocin and prolactin. Now, look at this screen. It is also in your PowerPoints. Prolactin, oxytocin are the two hormones you have to answer. You have to know their features here for this question. Prolactin, it is produced by the anterior pituitary, and the function of it is to stimulate mammary glands to grow. Now here, 1, 2, 3, it is a comparison between the growth of mammary glands in 3 breasts. This is a non-pregnant breast, so the cluster of glands here is the mammary gland which produce milk. This is not very well developed, as you can see here. For pregnant breasts, so you can see the clusters are bigger, so the mammary glands are more developed. While in lactating breast, the word lactating means the mother is feeding, okay? It's feeding the baby with her milk. So the mammary glands are very well developed. And the development of the mammary glands is stimulated by prolactin. So it stimulates the mammary glands to grow. It also stimulates the production of milk. Okay, so with the prolactin, milk production will be stimulated. But if you only have the milk production without ejection of milk, the baby cannot be fed, right? So we have another hormone to help, which is the oxytocin. The oxytocin is another hormone produced in the neurosecretory cells in the hypothalamus. But this hormone, after its secretion, after its production, it is stored by the posterior pituitary. Before the milk is released, suckling of the baby on the mother's nipples is needed because suckling stimulates oxytocin release. Now, with more oxytocin released, contraction of the breast muscle will occur, and the contraction of breast muscle will cause ejection of milk from mammary glands. Now, because the yellow part here is occupied by the muscle, so the muscle, if you can imagine, if the muscles can contract, it will squeeze the milk out from the mammary gland, and the milk can follow its duct to leave the mother's breast, and the baby can have milk. Okay, now here shows the 2 functions and the 2 sources of the hormones requested here in this question. So control of something, you have to write the source of the 2 hormones, the mechanism, how it controls. So you do not just write where they can be found, but you also have to write about the mechanisms, how they control the milk production and milk ejection, the outcome, what will happen. So in question D, prolactin, produced in the anterior pituitary, stimulates mammary glands to grow, stimulates production of milk. Oxytocin, produced in the hypothalamus but stored and secreted by the posterior pituitary. The suckling of the baby on the mother's nipple will stimulate oxytocin release, and finally the outcome is it will cause the release of milk from mammary glands.